Hi, today we're going to talk about natural language processing and advanced intents with regex. Earlier we spoke about how the AI system reads different types of intents and what the order is. So it goes through the question, what the intents are in that question if there are any down here, and then it's going to go through the global intents, the assistant, and then e-commerce. The simplest way to get around complex intents is to order your intents the most complex to the most simplest or broadest. So have a very exact specific intent up front, up top, and then as you go down, have intents that are broader that will capture everything. That way the things that are specific get caught and pulled right away, and that's what it's listening for, and if it's missed, it gives to the broader ones. That's why we have the fallback at the bottom. Another way to have the chatbot ask the right question at the appropriate time is page targeting. This allows you to set a question to a particular page. For example, here we have checkout and cart trigger the checkout help question. The reason for this is if we don't want to give them the initial question of the site when they're on checkout. They already figured out what product they want. We want to give them the question about checkout help. Showing here, it asks about, have you had problems with coupons, credit card not working, shipping, contact support, etc. So these are more appropriate for cart and shipping and checkout than on the home page or a product page. Okay, now let's get to some more specific examples with natural language processing and regex. If you go to the support section of the site, you can click on regex and you'll find this document that has more information. Some of the basic regex examples are just the simplest regex is just having a word or a phrase. So if you had big cat, it will also pick up big cats with an S. If you want to list a number of terms like cat and dog, then you put a pipe in between the cat and the dog like this. You can have a number of these listed, like cat, dog, mouse, etc. And it's basically an or sign. Cat or dog, and it will trigger. The caret will listen for the cat or the word in the beginning of the sentence, and a dollar sign looks for it at the end of the sentence. So it's pretty straightforward. To match a word break with a /b, this means it's going to look just for cat. Put the /b before the word and the /b after it. So in other words, the listener will not trigger on cats, vacation, or catalog, anything that has a cat inside it. This is good for an exact phrase. The /s is if you need the space in between in the listener that you're listening for. This isn't used that often. So here are some more complex regex that's very useful. If you have a sentence, and in that sentence you want to track cat and dog anywhere in that sentence or phrase, then you'd set it like this. And then you put your second word here. Now if you have a number of terms, then you would set it like this. And here's an example of how we would use it. Let's say someone's saying, it won't place my order. It won't, spelt differently, place my order without the apostrophe. My orders won't go through. It's not taking my order. Any number of these terms in a sentence. The way this is written here will pick that up. It's basically matching any one of these words with order in a sentence. To simplify this, with the apostrophe, we can put parentheses question mark like this. And this allows us, this basically says won't or won't with the apostrophe, either is okay. And then you have the rest of your words here. So now let's go take a look and see this working in action. Here it is here in my regular expression for the term order. I have the won't, can't, taking, will not, and orders. Okay? If we go back to questions and we test this, we could say my order won't go through. Won't go through. And there's our reply. I could also say, it won't take my order. And that worked well. Different. So I had the order last here, and here I had the order before. So it is not taking my order. Let's try one more. It won't, without the apostrophe, take my order. So any order of this, or any having the apostrophe or not, the listener still picks up and provides the correct reply. There are a number of other regex examples, as you can see. And these get really specific to the exact case that you're trying to define. But as I was saying earlier, the most common ones are your pipe, your exact/b, word break it's called, and using this type of phrase to capture multiple words in a sentence. One other way of simplifying your regex is, instead of writing complex regex like this, you can have multiple listeners in the same intent with simplified versions. So instead of writing all this out, I could just do will not, I could have another one for won't, and now it's much simpler. I hope this is helpful. So now you can have more complex natural language processing in your AI. And remember, organize your intents from being very specific up top to broad down below. Use page targeting and ask specific questions for that page that's relevant. And as always, if you ever have any questions, please contact us at support@metrics.com.